I was spit in the face by a white kid in middle school as he called me the hard R. The year of 2016, I went to this predominantly white middle school. Despite this being a very safe school, there were still a handful of students with Confederate backgrounds. For those who are wondering, this was in North Carolina. At the end of every lunch, we get to have recess, but a couple of periods at a time. One of our teachers on the microphone said, "Today, you guys are getting 45 minutes of recess instead of 30. We all went, hurrah, and many of us started sprinting to the field. 25 minutes go by, we're chilling in the middle of the field and we're having a blast. Until this boy decided to show up, who we are going to call Ryan. Ryan was pale as a ghost, 2 inches shorter than me, and had a 1950s German haircut. This is where shit gets wild. Ryan was some reason pacing back and forth in my proximity. One of my friends pointed it out and said, "Hey, that guy keeps looking at you." "Really? Who?" I asked. "The guy to your right that's actively staring at you right now." I was laying down in the grass, chilling. I look to my right and I see this guy sprinting towards me. At this point, I thought he was going to start attacking me because I was in no position to throw hands. He finally came up to me and he decided to spitball right in my face. Like, you can see it clear as day. It was obvious that he took his time to accumulate all that spit. Like, right in the face, right there. And some of it got in my mouth. Fucking sat there, which felt like an eternity because I was still trying to process what the fuck happened to me. But I only had one thing in mind: to beat the brakes off this kid. That's exactly what the fuck I did. I got my black ass up and continued to chase him down like I was a bloodhound. Caught up to him, grabbed him by the collar, boom, right in the face. All I heard in the background was, "Yo, Ryan got in a fight with the black kid." Excuse me? Now, this part is important because it relates to the future. We are throwing hands, at least so I thought. He's on the ground, I'm throwing punches, he's looking up trying to throw some punches back. Like I said, so it seems. The teachers come sprinting out into the field, they're breaking up the fight. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Ryan said, "I don't know what happened, he just started attacking me." "I know you fucking lying." Teacher looked at me and said, "Is that true?" "Hell no, it ain't true. That Stuart Little built like a fucking chicken tender spit in my mouth." They broke up the fight and they sent us to the principal's office. Sitting outside the principal's office, they called our parents, and Ryan's parents showed up fast. Ryan's parents went into the principal's office and they were in that bitch for like 30 minutes. The last 5 minutes, I heard the mom go, "Are you kidding me?" First, I thought, oh shit, I'm in some real deep trouble. Come out the door and they give me a nasty ass look. I didn't like that shit at all. They walk away and the principal called me in next. Looks at me and says, "Do you know why you're here?" I'm like, look, teach, can we skip through the bullshit? Like, am I getting expelled or what? I looked at the footage of the incident and it appears that you were actually the victim of the situation. "Oh, well, I'm surprised you even had a camera installed that is able to see that far." Continued to explain and said, "We saw that he spit on your face and called you the hard R. And we also have other people confirming this as well." "Oh, well, I'm glad you can understand my situation." She said, however what? "The guy spit in my face and called me a hard R." She reasoned with me. She was like, "Listen, I understand. Because he spit in your face and some of that got in your mouth, you may have to go to the doctor to get checked out. And to top it all off, he called you a slur, right? And I understand how you and him came to blows. Okay? But when you and him were fighting, it looked like he was the victim." I'm like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" She turned around the monitor and she shows a video of me beating the brakes off this kid. After taking a closer look, he wasn't really fighting back. He was just trying to block the punches. It was all like that. At one point, I was dragging him across the field. One of his shoes flew off. I'm not gonna say some cringy shit like, "All I saw was red," because that wasn't the case. I was very aware of what I was doing. But I think I missed a few steps. I never had audio. I heard this guy scream and one of my friends said, "This is a lame ass fight." What? All I heard was screams and, "Oh shit!" Paused the video, turned back the monitor and said, "I'm going to give you at least 3 days of suspension. Like, I have to punish you somehow." She relieved my thoughts saying, "I completely understand and Ryan will be getting 3 weeks of suspension." I'm like, hallelujah. I gathered my stuff from the classroom and I went to detention. On the way there, one of my friends stopped me. He's like, "Hey bro, I found Ryan's Instagram page. You should take a look at this." He showed me his Instagram and Ryan had loads of pictures with Confederate flags in the background. Ford F-150s everywhere, covered in mud. His father had a tattoo on his chest saying freedom. It's like, damn, not everything makes sense. Oh, and by the way, there's one more thing I got to show you. He pulled up his hand with the ice cube tied to his wrist and said, "I got the ice on my wrist." Shut up. I need to go to detention. I'm not in a good mood. It was like, that was pretty funny, huh? That was pretty funny. Yeah, Connor, it was so funny. Look, I gotta go. I'll see you later. And that's one of my many stories of experiencing racism. And there's plenty of more where that came from.